Hello everyone, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another Kindred newsletter. This time we have November 17th, 2023. We've got the squad running in formation. With this, we can have a group of characters walking in a specific shape. It won't be used for every wild Kinfolk herd, but we did have some specific applications in mind. It's also helpful if we want groups of characters to stick together while walking on winding paths. Here's proof of concept video with a herd of Lumala using logic to make some sharp turns. Okay, well, I see them running in a straight line for now, but okay, yeah, there's the turn. So it's like they all stop and like reorganize basically. In the last newsletter, we were focusing on one large and complex point of interest with many areas, but that means with that area mostly wrapped up, we focused on adding lots of smaller points of interest and be interacted with in a number of ways. The area we've been working on is in a decent state, planning to add a bit more to improve variety. This week we made tons of progress on mixing our SFX and music for cutscenes and other important story moments. Some of this has involved writing entirely new tracks as well as reincorporating and remixing some of that we use elsewhere. It's the final piece we needed to add for most of those scenes. It's a treat to see them come close to their final form. Having the last puzzle piece really made a world of difference. The town we've been working on is in fairly good shape, but we found a few more improvements to make. We added some new characters and updated our townsfolk to walk around more instead of standing in one place for so long. Also made it easier to make them look at a specific direction, give them the ability to pivot their whole body towards you while in a conversation. These changes helped the town to not only feel more lively, but made individual actions more immersive as well. Previously, character creators' randomize function wasn't properly randomizing a few facial features. For some reason, it really liked the red eye color. Very weird, not something at all. Refix this and are now seeing much more variety in characters as a result. Our tutorials have been seriously spruced up. They now use up-to-date pictures, are triggered much more appropriate times, and we keep the flow of gameplay going much smoother than before. It makes a huge difference when starting the game up for the first time. Development. We polished up the combat AI for the NPCs in the story. One focus was on making NPCs more reactive to the player. They are now better at dodging and blocking player attacks, and we can modify their behaviors on active abilities in the world. We revamped our world loading system to improve frame rates. Now instead of needing 9 huge chunks of terrain loaded at all times around the player, we can just load 1 or 2 occasionally, greatly saving resources without reducing visual fidelity. Enemy NPCs now have the ability to show a warning indicator before firing a powerful ability. This indicator is a useful way to give players visual feedback for incoming attacks that would otherwise be difficult or impossible to dodge or block. Some characters' walking animations weren't blending well into their standing still animation. When using a controller and pushing forward slightly on the stick to move slowly, characters would just slowly slide along the ground. After a few improvements, small movements with the control stick have now have a minimum threshold, preventing sliding and making sure the animations look good when moving slowly. I added some super-sized world bosses that need special accommodations, namely when scaling a character to a much larger size than normal, that character's animation needs to be slowed down to fit the larger size, or else the animation will have a lot of foot sliding. Interestingly, a good rule of thumb is slowing the animation speed by the square root of a new size of a character divided by the original size. Okay, who let the software developer into the writer's room again? Talked about that. They can reach to the bars, but you have to use both locks. Sorry about that. Basically, the bigger the guy, the slower he goes. We're very close to finishing the internal milestone we've been focused on for the past few months. We passed a critical benchmark for it today and are looking forward to having it complete soon. We're working really hard on tons of stuff and not able to talk about in detail. It's all coming together beautifully. And the Phantom update. Run into, no joke, 3 more naturally occurring Phantom Kinfolks while testing the Mala, a Chevlet, and a Kadoki. Hopefully this is just a crazy luck streak. We're also considering adjusting spawn rates if this keeps up. The current likelihood is supposed to be roughly 1 in 8,000, so it's kind of sus at this point. Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm personally against the idea of using phantoms being like insanely rare. Like I understand the want phantom hunt and stuff, but if there's ways But you can also increase their spawn rate. I think that would be fine. But yes, that definitely sounds like 3 this fast when it's supposed to be so rare. It does sound like there is something messed up on the back end. But anyways, it's been Monstertamer Blue signing off. Hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye. God bless, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.